Hello friends, welcome to today's video, and today we are going to discuss something about how your relationship with yourself is going to affect your health. Do you know that it is very important that you have a appropriate relationship with yourselves before you demand help from your body mind complex? Most of the times, people do not understand what is going in their body and what the body wants from them. And this is the basic reason that why we do not listen to the complaints that the body is giving. So let me discuss today the four main points which are important for you to understand about your relationship with yourselves and how this influences the health. For you to be healthy, you need to listen to what your body needs to say and what your mind needs to say to you. And most of the time, what we miss is this point that we do not listen to our body or mind. So, before we move forwards, I would request you to watch this video with your family so that everybody can be educated about why they need to be aware of the symptoms or the problems their body is showing them in the meantime when you are treating the symptoms. Secondly, it is very important for you that you subscribe to my channel if you are watching this on the YouTube. And if you are watching this on my Facebook page, please do not forget to like the page so that whenever I post another video that is related to this, you should get it across. Now, let's move towards the main topic, what I'm going to discuss today. And the topic is, what is your relationship with yourselves? Or are you in rapport with yourselves or not? And is this becoming the cause of your disease? And are you at the correct point where the disease is occurring or not? Tell me one thing. If you are in a group of people and they are discussing a certain thing, and you have some problem over there, and you are also saying your problem, what if your problem is not being heard? What do you do if in a group where you are posting your complaint and the complaint is not being heard? What if you are facing some problem and your problems are not being dealt with? For example, you stay in an apartment and there is a problem with the parking space that you have. Some other vehicle owner always parks the vehicle in the wrong parking, that is in your parking. And daily, when you come back home in the evening, first you have to wait for that car to be moved off and then you can park your car. You complain about this to the person whose car is there. You complain this to the society people. You complain this to the authorities of the society, and still the problem is not being taken care of. What do you do? Yes, you take further and harder and tougher steps. For example, you might even block the parking wrong car with your car sometimes, or you can just leave your car in the driveway so that it creates some more problem. And then you say that thousand times I have said you that this car is in the wrong parking daily, and daily I have to come and wait for 15 minutes before this car gets pulled off. And then you say it in a louder sound with a bolder sound. The same thing happens with the body. Your body starts complaining. For example, it might give you a little bit of pain. It might give you some kinesthetic problems. It might give you some scratching, or it might give you some problem with your eyesight or your ears, or anywhere in the body. The body creates problem, and instead of listening to the problem, what we do is we snooze the problem. Normally, whenever you are taking medications and whenever you are taking the home based therapies to control a particular system, you are just pressing the snooze button. Now, as we all have mobiles in our house, we know what is a snooze button. So, when you snooze a mobile, it stays silent starting from 1 minute to 30 minutes. And after 30 minutes, the alarm rings itself again. What you do is, whenever you have a symptom, you just press the snooze button and you shut the symptom for some time, either with the use of medication or the use of ancillary therapies or the use of other home based therapies which you feel are helping you out. What happens when you snooze it down? It is the same thing that happens when you tell the car person to move his car out daily evening, and he says yes, tomorrow I'll take care. But the next day again, when the car your car comes, the wrong car is in the parking. It is only increasing the level of irritability. Let us understand this even with this four ways how your body is willing to communicate with you, and where you need to have rapport in that. There are four levels where you need to have strong rapport with your body. You should be able to define what is going in your body right now, and what the body needs by giving this complaint. So there are four levels of rapport that are very much important. The first level of rapport is your rapport with your physical body, your relationship with your own physical body. You should be able to understand what your body is, what is its output frequency. It's just like the car you own, that you know everything about the car, when the service was done, how much time back the petrol was filled, when was the engine oil change in the car, and when the tires were checked, and etc. Right? Same thing goes with this particular machine that you are having, that is gifted by God, which doesn't have a manual to get operated, but this body needs to be taken care of. And so you should be aware, and you should be in a rapport with your own physical body, and you should know that why my body is working and how my body is working. And if it is showing some complaint somewhere, you should give it immediate attention. For example, you just stand up and get up in the morning and you feel stiffness in your lower back. For a couple of weeks, you continue with that particular complaint, that you get up in the morning and you feel stiffness in your back. Probably the body is wanting to say that you are doing a lot of sitting on your system, or you are doing a lot of uncomfortable sitting on your system. You need to move me a little bit so that I do not end up into pain in the morning. But you don't listen to it. Rather, we go to the doctor, we get the tests done, we get the MRI done, we get all the investigations that are required. Then we switch on to a plethora of medicines, and we start taking medicines. So what you are doing over here is, with the complaint of back pain, you are just snoozing the button, and you are saying your body that I have done everything that is required for you to be fit, and still you are giving me complaint. So you again go back to doctor, and you get into that whole circle of going to doctor and taking medications again and again. You do not consider the pain that the body is giving, and it wants to bring your attention to certain issue. And what you do is, by taking medications and by taking other therapies, you are just snoozing that off, and you are telling the body that just keep mum, because I need to work and I don't have time to give you attention. So the first thing you need to do is, whenever you feel a complaint in the body, you should be aware of why the complaint is coming, and just be with yourself and try to analyze and try to ask your own body that why she is or he is complaining, what he is complaining, and what needs to be changed or what needs to be taken care of, so that you can overcome this pain. This is the first part. The second thing, which is very important, is the connection between your own parts of the body. In between, the medical science started projecting the body and mind as different units, and they even defined various parts of the mind: the right brain, the left brain, the brain, the spinal cord, the heart, the mind, the conscious, the subconscious, or the unconscious. You need to understand that these various partitions of the brain are at last part of the same mind body unit, and they are always in connection with each other, come what may. So, you have to understand that you have to create a balance in between the communication in between these various parts. For example, if your tongue likes a taste of some dish very much and you overeat that food, your tummy is saying that this is enough, I am full, I don't need beyond this. But your tongue is saying, no, it is very tasty, you can have a little bit more. And when you take that little bit more, you end up into problem with your digestive system. This problems with the digestive system then gets converted into many other problems, including headache, drowsiness, hangover the next morning. And then you say that the food I ate last night was very tasty, but it was not good. I was not feeling fresh in the morning. The problem is with your connection in between the various parts of the system. Have you heard your tummy that it is full and you would have said it with your tongue that I am full, even if it is delicious, I'll not have more than this? Then your body would have heard to this and it would not have created a problem. But when you had overeaten because your tongue is demanding it, and then you overfilled your tummy, and which caused a problem with the digestive system or with the digestion, then you need to understand that there was a misconnection or miscommunication between the parts of your body. Similarly, it happens in your brain also. So you need to understand that you need to get in repo and complete awareness with the various systems or parts of your body. The third level of repo, which is very important, is the mind body repo. Whether your mental thinking patterns and your subconscious brain is in congruence with your body or not. So to say, uh, there is a deadline based job that you have to complete, and you are working for almost 16 to 18 hours for that particular project to be completed. Your body is complaining that it is getting tired, it needs rest, it is fatigue. But your mind says, no, I have to finish this job before the deadline. I cannot take rest right now. And there is this particular imbalance between your mind and body and their connection that is actually creating problem. So the body starts complaining, but because the mind says that come what may, we need to do this job, come what may, I have to sit for 12 to 14 hours on my system and work continuously. So it instructs you to take some medication, and again the same thing that you hit the snooze button, and for some time the body sits silently. Then again it starts complaining, you again hit the snooze button till a point of time that your body gets locked in and you are in a condition where you cannot move further. So are you understanding the whole cascade? You need to have rapport between your body and mind. When your body says I need rest, you need to give it rest, and when your mind says I need rest, you need to give it rest. There is something called as the circadian rhythm and the ultradian rhythm. These rhythms are made in the body since the inception of human race, and these rhythms are rhythms which guide our body to take timely rest whenever required. You have to give a point and you have to listen to the body and mind conflict also before you address your health issues. The last thing into this is your connection with the wholeness or the spiritual being, or your connection with your calling, your connection with what you want to do, why you are working so hard, why you are pushing your body, why you are pushing your mind, why you are pushing your complex without rest, and what you want to achieve. That is very much important. And here the connection of your work with your calling. Are you working for deadlines? Are you working for the company? Are you working for earning money? Are you working for keeping yourself busy? Are you working for diverting your attention from family problems? Are you working for feeding your family and having a good house? What are you working for, and how it is related to your existence or to your being? That has to define the time you give to your family, the time you give to your body, and the time you give to your work. So these four main repo is important if you need to be in a state of complete and optimum health. With this, I will come to an end to this video. If you love this video, please share it with your friends and your families. And I'll even tell you how to develop this repo in my next video. Till then, take care and stay safe, stay healthy, listen to your body, listen to your mind. And there is a way to build congruence between your body and mind complex and a repo in all these four sectors, which I'll be discussing in my next video. There will be a visualization that will be shared where how to communicate with your body and how to listen to your body will be taught. So stay tuned. Please subscribe to my channel if you are watching me on YouTube. And if you are watching me on Facebook, please like my page so that you get notifications about the next video or visualization that I post that will help you to get in rapport with all these 4 points in your body. So till then, take care. Bye bye. Have a nice day.